Godzilla has been around for nearly 72 years and has gone through a lot of different designs over the years. So these are my picks for the best and worst Godzilla design from each era. Also, I will be having Monsterverse as a separate era from Reiwa, even though they are happening at the same time. This was actually a pretty hard pick, because overall they're not that good compared to the other eras anyway, but I feel like I just have to pick the original, and all of the other ones after it just don't feel like they look that good, and it's really iconic. I feel like after the Showa era ended, they did start making the suit a lot better, so it doesn't really compare to any of the Heisei or Millennium suits, but in terms of the Showa era, the original just did it the best. After the original, there were a lot of bad suits, but I feel like the worst one is the 1967 suit from Son of Godzilla. This thing is really ugly, like this has to be the worst Godzilla design I've ever seen. Just look at the head. They tried to make Godzilla more appealing to kids here, but while doing that they made it the absolute worst Godzilla design ever. And it looks more similar to Manila, but the problem is that Manila is also really ugly. The best has to go to Burning Godzilla. I mean, in these shots, it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, it looks really cool. It has the kind of head shape from the later Heisei era, which made the head look much better than in Return of Godzilla. But with the glow, because it's overheating, the suit looks even better. And it looks really cool. And Burning Godzilla's death, where the skin just melts away, like that's one of the coolest things in any Godzilla movie. And it's for sure one of my favorite Godzilla designs ever. For me, the worst Heisei era design is easily the first one in Return of Godzilla. Like, that head just looks really ugly compared to the other Heisei designs, because those just did it way better and made Godzilla look way more polished. And this one isn't really that bad or anything, it's just easily not as good as the rest of the Heisei era. But there's not that much really wrong with it. Godzilla 2000 was the first Millennium movie and also had the best design. It's very similar to the Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla design, but 2000 has these pink dorsal plates that just make it look even better. I really like the Millennium Godzilla designs, and I think this era has the absolute best suit designs. And this is the best of those. I just really like the kind of body and the head shape these Millennium designs have. But there's one Millennium design that didn't do like the kind of style all these Millennium designs have, and that's GMK. So this decided to look more classic, while I don't really like that as much as the rest of the era. It's still a really good design though. It's just that the competition, as in the rest of the era, is just even better. The Monsterverse Godzilla is very similar between movies, but I still feel like my favorite is the 2014 version. It doesn't do much better specifically than the rest of the Monsterverse, I just really like this design. And it's hard to explain why. Its body and head just look better, like it's that simple. And it's also better in terms of how it's used, because the shots of this design are just way better than anything in the other Monsterverse movies. So in the Heisei era, my favorite was Burning Godzilla. Here, it's my least favorite. 2019 Burning Godzilla just looked really ugly, like they messed up Burning Godzilla here. Like they took the coolest Godzilla ever and just ruined it. And at first I couldn't really think of a worst here, because they're all kind of the same in the Monsterverse. But then I remembered Burning Godzilla in King of the Monsters, and I immediately picked it for the worst. This era has some really good designs, but the best has to be Shin Godzilla. I mean, I absolutely love the head. Like, this just looks absolutely amazing. And the red glow it has at night, like that is just really good. And the red glow turning pink for its atomic breath, like that's just my favorite Godzilla scene of all time. And I just love the design, like it's my favorite Godzilla design ever. I mean, the body looks great, the tail looks great, the head is absolutely amazing. Like, I just have to absolutely glaze the design because it's just that good. This was a pretty easy pick, because it's clearly Godzilla Earth. The thing with it being like the biggest Godzilla is cool and all, but it just doesn't really look that good. Like, the head is not great, and the texture is also not great, because it just makes it look like a tree. In this era we have multiple that are just really good designs, but this compared to the others is just the bad one, like it's not good. So these were my picks for the worst and best designs from each era. I also didn't include 98 because it isn't really in any era, but I just want to use this outro to say that that's also like a really bad design. It's just that it doesn't really belong in any era. You can call it an era itself, but it's also then the only design in the entire era, so it doesn't really work. But yeah, it's a bad design. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.